Hello, vinyl community, music community. My fifth attempt at making this video. I don't know. Too much talking. Anyway, made 3 stops yesterday. The first one was Goodwill. Just found the CD, but I was thrilled to find the CD. Yes. One thing I love about CDs, you can just pop them out of the tray, give them a quick look, see that it's flawless, and know that you have a working copy of an album. Obviously with vinyl and especially cassettes, I mean, you can look at it, but what you see is not necessarily what you get. Anyway, my next stop was Savers, didn't find anything there, so I headed to the Salvation Army and found some good stuff there. Originally went for VHS, but ended up with vinyl. Yeah, a few of these are going to be duplicates, but, you know, 3 for $1, yeah. I'm not afraid of duplicates. And this one is a nice, clean copy. So this is Tomita or Tomita Firebird. I want to say it's basically electronic based or Moog classical music. So with these first few, is going to be a Moog theme. Yes. So this is definitely an upgrade. Duplicates might end up as VCLT. We'll see. This might not be an upgrade, but for 33 1/3 cents, I'm not going to pass up a Moog album. So this one is Everything You Always Wanted to Hear on the Moog. This one you kind of see a lot in thrift stores. This one, on the other hand, I've never seen before, and I allowed for quite a few scratches on this just because I've never ever seen it before, and it's almost the season to be playing this. So this is Switched on Santa. Oh man. So the Merriest Moog synthesizer plays Christmas favorites. And this one is by Cy Man. I haven't seen his name before on excuse me. I haven't seen his name before on these Moog records. The next two, they kind of fall in the same theme, I guess, but a little different. And I'm not familiar with them, but they look really cool. And maybe someone can tell me about them. But this first one is Synergy, Electronic Realizations for Rock Orchestra. Yeah. So, cool title, cool sleeve, and it's clear. And you know, I honestly have no idea what the condition is. That's a fault of especially the clear vinyl. Oh my goodness, impossible. So I didn't even bother looking for scratches. But I mean, it's cool to have nonetheless. And then another Synergy, and this one is Sequencer. Again, I'm not familiar. I assume the band is Synergy, and I'm not familiar with these at all. There's that, and the inside of the gatefold. Pretty cool. Yeah, this one's just on black vinyl. On that same Passport Records label. So if anybody can give me information about these, but man, they look cool. This one's very Salvador Dali. For the life of me, I couldn't remember if I had this one or not. But Jethro Tull, Stormwatch, it's likely I have it. But this in particular, the back, I don't remember seeing that before. This I've seen many times, but you know that album cover that we're all familiar with. But this is Jethro Tull, Stormwatch, and it could be a duplicate and end up as VCLT. All right, so now I think the remainder are the remainder are soundtracks, and I found some really good ones. Now this first one, I mean, I like it, and it's gonna be fun to listen to, but it's sort of kind of for the wife. So it is Annie. This is original children's soundtrack and story. So I assume it. Oh, that's kind of like a board game in there. Interesting. I didn't look at that originally. Yeah, but very cool. Very cool. Yes. Then, thrilled to pick this up for my soundtrack collection, Ben-Hur. And this is a London Phase 4. There's the back, bunch of text. Now this is a duplicate, but for 33 and a third cents, I'm not going to pass it up. The soundtrack to Xanadu, of course, featuring one of my favorite bands, Electric Light Orchestra, and also Olivia Newton-John. You know, her I could go either way, but I love ELO, so. I never noticed that before. She's like, sort of kind of holding up the ELO logo. That's pretty cool. Alright, now we're into 2 soundtrack grails. I'm a huge fan. I should probably just take off the plastic on this one, but I'm a huge fan of James Bond. So this is the soundtrack for The Man with the Golden Gun. And the theme on this one, it says vocal by Lulu. Usually they have a more famous person doing the theme song. I'm probably gonna kick myself. Maybe I knew who Lulu was at some point, but anyway, thrilled to pick this up. I love these movies. I have most of them on VHS now, so I was thrilled about that. Now these, I have to do a little. I think it's. Yeah, it's 2 different pressings of the same soundtrack. And this is like a grail. Planet of the Apes. Music conducted and composed by Jerry Goldsmith. This is like a primo. Look at that face. This is like a primo soundtrack. Oh my goodness. Now again, I mentioned this is just like a regular one, and then the other one, and the wife and I were listening to this last night. Is a gatefold. So that's kind of interesting to have. Other than that, is the same, but. I put this on. I didn't tell the wife what it was. It was late at night. We were doing some puzzling, and I put this on, and it took her maybe a minute. Well, at first right away she loved it, and then it took her about a minute to figure out it was Planet of the Apes. We're both big into those movies, so I am thrilled. Absolutely thrilled to add this to my soundtrack collection for 33 and a third cents. Wow. What a day. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.